All right, so we're going to first review writing equations from words, and then we'll move on to writing systems from words. So this is just recap. We did this way back in 6th grade. If I gave you the sum of x and 35 is 38, what does that look like? X plus 35 equals 38. Remember, we're looking for keywords. Is means equals. What about this one? The difference of x and 17 is 37. X minus 17 equals 37. Good job. What about this? The product of 7 and x is 42. Be careful how you write it. 7x equals 42. Do not write x times 7. What about 4? 2 more than twice x is 8. 2 plus 2x or 2x plus 2, either one, equals 8. Are we good there? All right, so let's move on from there and talk about systems. Okay, systems can be a little bit of trickiness because you're comparing two things. You're instead of one variable like we had up here, we have two variables. Okay, and we're going to have to figure out, we're going to have two numbers, right? Because it's going to equal two different numbers, and we need to figure out what goes with what. All right, so a number, usually it's broken into two sentences. A number is 2 more than 4 times another number. Notice the word is still means equals. 2 more than, what does that look like? Plus 2. 4 times another number. What is that going to look like? 4x. So then what is our original number then going to be? It's going to be y. Good. So we can say y equals 2 plus 4x. This next one, their sum. What does sum mean is happening? Addition. It equals 182. Well, what are we adding? X and y, right? So x plus y equals 182. Now, at this point, you can choose to graph, substitute, eliminate, any method that you choose. What would probably be the best method here? Probably substitution. Some of you did not like substitution. You preferred elimination yesterday when we looked at it. If you wanted to, you could move your 4x over and you could start eliminating that way. Okay? So that one was fairly simple because there wasn't, it was just x and y. But what happens when we have some other things going on? So, Sally is buying tickets to the Fun Time Circus. She bought 12 tickets for $56. Adult tickets are $6 and child tickets are $2. Okay, so we have to first decide what are our variables. Well, we are talking about tickets and we're talking about money, and we have what is x and what is y going to be? What do we think? No, I just want to know what is x and what is y. That's what I want to know. What are we comparing? John, what do you think? All right, adult and children. You see that? Those are the two types of tickets we have. Now these are our answers. We have money and we have tickets. So we're going to have a ticket equation and we're going to have a money equation. All right? So let's think about what kind of tickets can we buy? Adult and children. So how are we going to write that to equal 12 tickets? Okay, but 6 and 2 are money. Money is going to stay with money. So we can do that one if you want. Do you want to do that one first? What is it going to be? 6x plus 2y. $6 times the number of adult tickets plus 2 times the number of children's tickets is $56. I think it's a little... I don't know that I would pay that much to go to a fun time circus, but who knows. What else do we have? If we bought 12 total tickets, what? It would just be X plus Y. We have say we bought, I don't know, 5 adult tickets and 7 children's tickets. That would equal 12 total tickets. Do you see that? And then we would pay this much money for each one. Okay, what would be your best way to solve this one, do you think? Probably elimination. All right, let's try another one. Tim's age is 1 more than 2 times the age of Sean, and their sum is 19. All right, well, what is X and what is Y? Or you don't have to use X and Y. You could use T and S. You could use A and C. It's up to you. X is whose age? Tim. So then this is going to be Sean. Right? So where do you want to start? You want to start with the first sentence or the second sentence? The first. Tim's age, there's that word is equals. So we have X equals what? How do we write 1 more than 2 times the age of Sean? 2Y plus 1. You could also write 1 plus 2Y, yes? The sum of their ages is 19. What does that look like? X plus Y equals 19. Okay, and again, you could use any method to solve this. All right, so let's do a couple of setups together because, again, solving is easy. You're good at that. Let's practice setting it up. Now, you're going to have to set up the system and solve it. You can graph it on the coordinate plane with the letter specified. After all the questions have been solved, all the points are plotted, connect the points in alphabetic order to reveal a hidden picture. Now, you'll notice there's not a ton of work space here. So you may want to use your journal. You may want to use some notebook paper. I have some scratch paper up there if you need it. Now, this first one, I'm going to help you set up because it's a little ridiculous. Okay? It takes Santa 5 minutes to fly 35 miles in the wind. All right, here, or with the wind. Okay, so let's think about this. We have still air is X and the wind speed is Y. So if you're going with the wind, this is the only one that's complicated, so don't overthink it. Just write it down. Then we're saying still air plus the speed of the wind times 5 equals 35. Okay? 7 minutes to go 35 miles if he's against the wind. So if he's against the wind, then that is the still air minus the speed. Okay, again, none of them are going to be that complicated, so don't stress over this one too much. You can go back and solve that one in a minute. Let's set up a couple others, and then I'm going to let you finish setting them up and solving. All right, Eddie the elf made 13 toys. Some were dolls, and the rest were action figures. Now, all of these are going to tell you what X and Y is. The number of action figures he made was 1 more than twice the number of dolls. How many dolls, X, and action figures did he make? So where do we want to start? Eddie the elf made 13 toys in one day. What kind of toys did he make? He made 13 total. Dolls and action figures. So we can write what? X plus Y equals 13. Then it says the number of action figures he made was. Guys, was is a form of is, and is means equals. So what is our variable for action figures? Y equals, how do we write 1 more than twice dolls? 2x, someone said, plus 1. Well, now, when you solve these, you can use whatever method you want. What would probably be a good method here? Probably substitution. You could do elimination or graph if you like. All right, how do you feel about setting that one up? Okay. I'll set up one more. Which one do you want me to set up? All right, let's look at 13. Two families go ice skating one day. The first family spent $25 on skate rentals for 5 kids and 2 adults. The second family spent $14 for 3 kids and 1 adult. How much does each kid's skate rental X and each adult skate rental Y cost? Okay, so this one's a little bit different than what we did earlier with our practice with the carnival tickets. This is involving tickets and money all together. So you're going to have one equation for the first family and one equation for the second family. You see that? So what is the equation for the first family? 25 equals 5x plus 2y. Now make sure you put the appropriate variable that they tell you, okay? What about for the second family? 14 equals 3x plus 1y. All right, and you can decide whatever method you want. Now, someone did mention number 15 earlier. Just keep in mind when you look at 15, Chris is building a snow fort. Yay, Chris. Perimeter is, in fact, 2L plus 2W, in case you forgot. All right, so see what you can get done. This is going to be due Monday.